and I'm going to be putting together a 12 by 12 layout today for, well, with RetroHip magazine's sort of new printables. So each issue of the magazine has sort of printables that kind of coordinate with the issue and the theme of the issue. So this issue is issue number 17, and it's the big sort of bumper birthday issue, and the theme is sort of let's go, and it's sort of like kind of adventure themed, and also kind of has a bit of there's like a minimalist kind of mid-century sort of vibe, and also ooh, my fingers can't work and also a sort of spring cleaning kind of thing going on as well. So there's kind of a few like sub themes underneath it, but the main sort of thing is like let's go. So I've gone on to the PDFs, and I've printed out little kind of small rectangles of the some of the papers, and that I really kind of particularly liked, thought went really nicely together. And then I've got a little kind of tray of bits and pieces here. So I've printed off, I'm going to do like a kind of currently kind of layout, so sort of what my current sort of favourites are and things I'm up to. So I've got like currently listening, snacking, watching, reading, and then I've got a little picture of me as well. So these are just printed onto a really nice thick vellum, and then I'm going to sort of make like a really kind of, as the theme is sort of, you know, one of the sub themes is sort of simplicity. The cat is eating my plastic. Stop that, thank you. Which is on the window ledge trying to eat my stationery. Yeah, because one of the sub themes is kind of like simplicity as well, kind of like a minimalist kind of thing. I'm just going to keep this one really simple. So I've splashed some black ink on my paper already. For black ink, I just use acrylic ink, so I use this Liquitex that I'm like in love with, and it's really cheap, and you can just get it off of Amazon, and it comes in like quite a big size as well there, 30mm is, you know, quite decent. So yeah, I really love that. So I just kind of, if you're going to kind of use the pipette in it, if you hold it really high up, I mean, I would warn to put like some kind of protection around most of your desk, because it's amazing how far like the little kind of tiny little droplets will go. Yeah, it kind of travels. But yeah, if you put like some kitchen roll or something around the outside, and then like underneath it as well, because sometimes this might, depending on your paper, your cardstock you're using, it might leak through. You just hold it up really, really high, and then you kind of drop it down with the pipette. And then you can also sort of, if you get the pipette and you kind of flick it off the edge of the top of the bottle, that's how you get these kind of tiny little circles. But these are all like big splash lines basically off of these big drops. So depending on what you want to do, you know, you can kind of use it in a different way. So I've done a bit of combo. So that's all dry now. And yeah, what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and sort of channel some amazing people that do like these brilliant simple layouts, and I'm going to try not to kind of go too crazy and start like adding in loads of stuff, which is something I have a tendency to do. I figure I know I'm going to end up like losing my drops, but that's fine. It doesn't really sort of matter too much. If I do, I just kind of wanted the background to be there really. So yeah, kind of what I'm thinking is sort of having six kind of like a grid layout, but on one side, and having the 6 boxes, and then basically have like one of these on sort of 4 maybe, and then I've got this little picture of me that I took recently, and then I've also got, there were some die cuts in the printables as well, so I've cut this little TV out. I've chopped it had some little kind of cute mid-century little peg legs, which I've chopped off, but I was thinking like I might have to move that around now actually, having like the little telly with the watching, because that's quite cute. Yeah, and then I need to, I've got there's also this like little washi strips from the printables as well, so you can kind of print these off and then use these for little things. So part of me was wondering whether to sort of tear the edges so it kind of looks more like washi, and use it to kind of fake hold the, and like glue these down so it kind of looks like it's washi holding my little bits of vellum on, which would be quite cute. So yeah, there's a few different ones. They're so sweet. That one with the little houses on the road is gorgeous. So yeah, there's some really lovely little bits there. And then also I've got these little labels that come in the printables as well. So I did also think that it might be quite nice to do like a little label, maybe with like a date stamp, and then maybe pop these on an edge or something. I've got some little paper clips here too. And then also I have these are just from Ali Edwards' December Daily kit this year. They came with these little kind of tiny little acetate numbers, which are really cute. So I did wonder about maybe like perhaps maybe stapling these little guys on to my layout, maybe. Possibly also could also do like a little paper tear, because I do need just something over on this side so it's not completely plain. It's nice to kind of draw your eye over here too. So yeah, so maybe I'll do like a little paper tear is what I'm thinking. I've also got some enamel dots. I got out these 2 packs because there are colours in these kits that are, I mean, it's fairly close with some of these dots. Sort of the pink maybe might work. Yeah, so I thought, oh well, I'll get these out too, because then I might just want to sort of pop a couple of enamel dots down too. And then I have these Essential Puffy Alphas from Felicity Jane, which again kind of go with that kind of peachy pink. So I could do like a currently or something on there. So that's kind of where I'm thinking of going with this. Yeah, and then just kind of cobble it together as we go. So I think the first thing I'll do is I'll just pop off and I will get some foam, and I'm just gonna bump these guys up. So I'll just get some foam stuck on the back of these, and then when I come back I'll glue those down, and then we can kind of go on to the next step from there. Really, what I might have to do, just thinking about it actually, is I might decide I might staple the numbers down as well, actually, because then I'm not going to get stuck. Sometimes I glue things down and then I get stuck later when I need to like put a paper clip on or like move something around, and then I'm like, oh no, I've glued it. So yeah, maybe I'll just stick these on and then yeah go from there. Okay, I'll be back in a sec then. All right. Okay, so I've just stuck a sort of a bit of foam tape on the back of each of them, and I just had a little test with this one first just to make sure how that would kind of go. So I've just stapled through the one into the back of the card to just hold that piece of vellum on. So yeah, so that kind of works quite well. And then what I'm thinking still is about doing like a little, yeah, like let's see, like a little fake kind of bit of washi, and kind of have that, you know, attached to the top of each bit. Let's see, some tape. I don't know if that's going to be, might end up having to chop this in half. Sometimes this, it might be a little bit wider than the, oh no, it's perfect. Wow, there we go, that's unusual. A lot of times I do this sort of thing and it's like, oh no, it's just slightly, the tape is just slightly wider than the than the actual thing I want to stick it to. So let's see. So yeah, kind of like just a sort of, you know, a little kind of bit of washi holding that on, if you kind of see what I mean. So that's quite cute. And also that will work for any of the numbers which don't, I can't, perhaps if I have a number that doesn't quite whoops, doesn't quite attach to the vellum. So let's see, we've got reading, oops, we've got these little numbers, everything's so fiddly. 2, so yeah, maybe, oops, have them hanging off the edge, that might be quite cute. Let's try that. Fiddly fiddly. Yes, I have like a little 2, 1, 2. And we've got 3. This one might be a little bit busy because of the television as well, so maybe I won't put any washi tape on this one because it might be a bit crazy having everything. That's quite cute. I might just have to glue that telly down first. Tape. Oops. So yeah, I just thought I kind of wanted to pop on and do this. I haven't done a 12x12 in ages, and then I've done 2 in like a matter of weeks. It feels a bit mad, because my post for the magazine this month is a 12x12 layout as well. So yeah, I'm kind of like getting back in the 12x12 zone. It's been a long old time. I've kind of just been getting way more into sort of spreads and things, and kind of using my life crafted albums and stuff like that. I'd kind of, you know, rediscovered them all a bit recently, and it's just like, oh, I really like that format, and it's actually quite nice. I'm not really kind of, I don't get like intimidated by 12x12s, but it's just nice to have a little bit of a break from the big size, because when I was on the design teams, sort of everything I seemed to get put down to do was 12x12s, so it kind of, they kind of fell out of love a little bit with them, because it kind of felt a little bit more like a chore than it did sort of something that I would go to voluntarily, you know. I wonder about having either a white or black. I'll try black because I've got kind of little bits and pieces of black here, so I kind of just wanted to, because when I printed out the text, and then I sort of realised, oh, everything's very kind of pale, and there's no the text, the black looked really kind of black on the text because everything else was sort of a bit more kind of colourful. That's the reason I added the dots on, because I just wanted to kind of have something else kind of going on there to kind of bring it all together a bit. And I might do a little label on there. I'll pop the date on that. Whoops. Oh, yes. Let's just stick it on that end because I might chop it off the edge. I'll date stamp that first. Actually, that would be sensible rather than sticking it on and trying to do that. So let's just say Feb. Oh, God. Okay. So let's check I'm doing it on the right side as well. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so I've got Blue February. Just trim that. It's a bit of a bad job of cutting that one. I think I can kind of see it's a bit wobbly. It's only sometimes when you go to stick something down you think, oh my word. I was obviously tired when I cut it. Okay, okay, so let's have a little bit of a glue down of this guy. Okay, just trim that edge off. Lovely. Okay, so I've got the dates, 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and then, oh hello, are you on the move? Okay. I'm on the window ledge doing a big stretch. What are you doing? Are you coming down? Or are you just sitting there? Oh no, you're coming down. Okay, let's okay. There we go. Right, hey, can you come off the side here? Oh goodness, you're ridiculously big. Okay. There we go. Okay. She's getting massive now, it's crazy. They told us she was going to stop growing when she reached 3, and she's nearly 4, and she had another growth spurt the other day, and I was just like, this is becoming madness. I thought she'd stop growing at some point. But no. She's very much still going. Right. So, before I glue these down, let's do that currently situations where I have to kind of jiggle everything along a bit more. Ooh, I wonder if it's going to fit. Might have to move everything along a bit more. Well, I had one L left as well. That was close. Currently. So, I might have to, yeah, I'll have a little play with that. Okay, so I will go away and I'll just glue these down, and then I'll come back and we'll have a little thought about that, and also finishing touches as far as kind of any other little bits and pieces go with the enamel dots. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Bye. Okay, and we're back. So I've just glued everything down now. I've stuck those little extra little bits of paper that I've just torn off those little washi strips and just glued those down as well now. So that's all kind of sorted. I've not bothered with that one because I think there's enough going on there with the TV as well. I was just going to do something with that, wasn't I? So maybe I'll just tear the edges. Oops. Ooh. Let's see. Oop. A little bit of a tear. And then staple that. Oops. Yeah. And then I'll just use some Pritt stick for that, I think. That's not, no need to go super fancy. Pritt stick works perfectly fine. So just glue that. Whoops. Trying not to get it all on my fingers. How are we doing? Yeah. Just gonna have a little bit of glue poking through there. Never mind. Whoop. And then you just kind of have to guide it up to the edges a little bit. Oops. Lovely stuff. And then that just kind of gives it a little bit of something over here as well, because I don't want it to all be kind of one-sided. And I just went through, I've got a couple more enamel dots, and I just found these ones and I was like, ooh, they're pretty good. And that blue is pretty close. So yeah, I don't really know, sort of thought maybe pop a couple around the place. Just to kind of give it a little bit of something as well. Because they do really kind of finish things off. They are great, the enamel dots. I do really like them. And they're little groups of two. Yeah, the pinks are a little bit pink, too pink. I wonder if I've got so many different types of ones, and it's funny that you can have sort of so many different ones and never quite have the colour that perfectly matches. I've got so many different types of pink, but they're all totally tonally different. Like, yeah, that's peachy, but not quite peachy enough. What a faff. So I can always get like a little bit close, but maybe I'll just, because that's a bit too pinky. Yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, there we go. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. It's quite cute. Just again, like I say, just a simple layout. I really like a grid layout. I just think they look really neat. And it's when I don't really know what to do, or I get a bit kind of stumped, I'll always just revert back to a grid, because it's easy, you know, it's happy, it's easy, I'm safe with it. Oh, actually, that's what I'll just do while I'm thinking about saying I was going to do something else. I could just pop a little bit of those guys on. Yeah, so it's just something that I like to fall back on because it's sort of safe. So yeah, I do like a grid layout. When I first started scrapbooking, it was kind of the layouts that I kind of found myself sort of saving on Pinterest and things like that. They're always grid layouts. So I definitely had a type. So yeah, I do just really like them. I think they're really smart and simple kind of thing to do. So yeah, let's just pop up one of these guys on up here. Oops. Boom. Lovely stuff. But yeah, so there we go. Just a simple layout using the printables from the RetroHip magazine issue 17. So if you want to check out the magazine or see how you can subscribe to the magazine, you can get physical copies sent to you now as well as the digital. So if you head over to RetroHip magazine's website, then you can check out on there like all the details for, because there's a window to subscribe, so for like the next issue. So if you go on there, you'll find all the details on how to subscribe to the magazine, and then like decide whether or not you want to get the physical copy or the digital copy. And then you can also there's a stamp set now that comes with the physical copy of the magazine, which is so yummy. Yeah, and Andrea's just doing amazing things with the magazine. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting hold of. So so this is all with the printables. So these gorgeous papers are all made by Andrea. So I'll pop a link to the magazine in the comments below in the description, and I'll also pop a link to Andrea's Instagram page at RetroHip Mama, so you can check her out as well, because yeah, her stuff's just gorgeous. So she blows my mind with the stuff she creates, and she's like an utter gem. So yeah, just really lovely person. So yeah, so there we go. So I'll call it a day here, and any questions or anything like that, pop them in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you again soon for another something. Okay guys, in the meantime, I hope you're all keeping well, sending lots of love to you all, and yeah, I'll be back again soon. Okay, bye guys.